Hey, this is M4. I'm here to teach you Early Seed today. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is be using an N64 or an OEM or, you know, any controller that lets you remap your stick. And the reason that we do this is because we need to be walking into a wall at an incredibly precise angle. So I'm using a Hori Pad Mini, and like the N64 controllers, you remap by pressing LR and start at the same time. So what you do to do this, the first step is that you want to remap your stick to a suitable angle, which is going to be, you want to hold just left of up on your stick. And when Mario is moving very slowly, you want to press LR and start at the same time. And if you get a good angle, the good angles are generally, you can see down at the bottom left, I have my input display here. On the left is like the graphical, and on the right is the angles. What you're going for is an angle between 2 and 7. Generally, something in the 4 to 7 range works better. I think 8 or 9 can work, but the details are a little nebulous on this version of the trick. But basically, you want to get a very shallow angle. You can see it's like barely out of down on my input display there. And you want to be walking into this wall like this. Once you've done so, you want to tap jump left a couple of times. I'm gonna do that until it pops me out. You want to get as many tap jumps to the left as you can, generally like 2 or 3, depending on your angle and the spot that you're in. Lower angles where Mario is moving more slowly against the wall, like 2 and 3. Those can require 3 tap jumps. The higher ones might only require 2, etc. But you want to do those tap jumps because it moves Mario in place against the wall very slightly, like so. So, I'm gonna walk into it again. I'll do 2 tap jumps. I had to do 3 because one of them didn't move. So, I'm going to do a third really quick. And then once you're in this position, you want to press Z to spin, and you want to tap left immediately, like the frame after you press Z. And what that's going to do is it's going to pop you out of the rock, like so. Once you pop out of the rock like that, you want to mash C right or start or whatever. You just want to pull a menu out. Because if you don't, the fact that your stick is remapped is going to make Mario walk out of the rock and lose the trick. Popping out and landing here in this spot is the hard part of Early Seed. So I'm going to switch to Cooper because in any percent, that's what you do at this point. So then you're right here. I'm going to save my position really quickly. There are a couple ways to get over this, but you want to get onto this ledge down here. There is a bit of the rock jutting out, so you can't just jump like that necessarily unless your position is fairly precise. That's actually a great position for that, but if you don't do it correctly, there's a high chance that Mario's just gonna pop out. Actually, my position was so good, I'm having a hard time getting that to happen. But yeah, basically you can like pop out and land down here, and that's just a tremendous time loss. So, what you want to do, this is what I do. You want to get Mario, so he's like standing kind of half on, half off the ledge, and then you jump and you press up and just do a full jump over that out of bounds place. There's another method that's a little easier and less scary. It's not that. If you're like right here and you just hold up, oh, unfortunate. If you're here and you just hold up, then Mario's gonna walk and he'll just pop out like that. But you don't want to... You want to be careful with where you start walking up. Because if you are too far to the right, you're just gonna pop back in bounds, like I just did. So you want to... Next thing you want to do is get right here. Once you're here, you're pretty much home free. You want to do a full jump, tap left, hold right. And that's going to put you right here. So, I'm going to do that again, start to finish. Really quick. 10 is a little too high. 16 is way too high. 6 is perfect. That's actually the angle I just did it with. So we're going to do our tap jumps, get into position. Watch the input display. Okay, that was too early. And then we want to mash the menu up. Something that helps to get your menu up before you walk back in bounds is to hold up on your controller after popping through the rock. That's what I generally do. And then get over here, jump over, jump, left, hold right. And here you are. So, the trick is slightly different with speedy spin versus without. Let me go ahead and load and demonstrate that really quick. So with speedy spin, you actually want a much shallower angle because of the extra speed that you have, presumably, the extra speed and distance you get. So you can make, I think the same range of angles still works, but it is much more precise on the left press. The left press that you have to do varies from like 1 to 3 frames, I think, depending on your angle and your position. With speedy spin, it's just a little harsher, and you have to do fewer tap jumps. So, like, I'm walking into the wall now. I'm gonna tap... let me start over. I'm gonna tap twice. And it works every time with 2 taps with speeding. As far as I know, anyway. So we got 4. 4 is a really good angle with speeding. 2 taps, out free. So, to summarize... You want to remap your control stick so that your angle when you're not touching the stick ends up being held just down of right, like very, very slightly down of right. And then once you've done that, you want to walk into that corner until Mario stops. And then you want to do a couple tap jumps left, 2 or 3 depending on your angle, speed, and position on the wall. You'll have to play around with it a little bit to get it super consistent to your controller. And then once you have the right position, you want to press Z and then left on the very next frame. You may have a 2 or 3 frame window if your angle and position are really good. You get more, but you should always assume it's a frame perfect Z press for the sake of learning and practicing. So you do that, you get down here, you want to mash C right, or, you know, start, C left, whatever, just pull up some kind of menu. In speedruns, generally we do C right for the partner menu. So you want to mash C right and, like, hold up left, that way Mario doesn't walk out of the rock, and you can get the partner menu out as quickly as possible. And then, once you're down here, you want to either just walk up, like this, or you want to line up at the edge and jump over, like that, and then at the end, jump, tap left, hold right. And that gets you to the bubble. Thank you for watching.